And just as Oliver had stated, the issues she's raising, though cannot be substantiated or do not have the legal legs to stand on, I think that it would be good for our history. I think to be good for our, you have something you call legal jurisprudence and for further studies. And so, of course, in as much as I sit here, not a legal brain, but I think that there is nothing in there that can be substantiated. But on the other hand, I think it is...
She says...
Yes.
He says, you have removed me on travel expense, ground one. That travel expense, I didn't get up, go put my hand in our account and pick money. There was Judicial Secretary, there was Finance, Department of the Judicial, Service. All of them came together and determined that I was entitled to this money, and they gave it to me. Number two, you say I have transferred judges or I have transferred people. That is a power I have as the head of the judiciary to transfer people. So what are you talking about? Okay, you say
power given you should be used right. There are procedures. On the other hand, something you are a lawyer. You understand this. You are not a thief. I am the thief. I steal. I sell to you or I dash you. You take it. What are you? Yes, she was not responsible to have gone into the coffers to take the money. But can that issue be lined as an act of corruption or an abuse of office? Do you think in any case that the accountant, whosoever was responsible, could have turned down any instruction by the Chief Justice? Not at all. Not in our jurisdiction. You understand me? But the interesting aspect of it is that this is the first time such a petition has traveled the full hall. You understand? And so we are seeing what we are seeing because we are experiencing it for the first time. In any subsequent event, I do not think that we would have the luxury of our executive time to be discussing it because we would have seen it before. And so I understand the, as Antifobe said, the dummy that is being played. But one thing she should understand is that I agree with Ansansari. It is not a royal stool where she would have to sit on it forever. What has happened has happened. Yes, she would have to go. She has gone. She has to go in peace. And I agree also with Ansansari when he said that you can do this in another form, in another way. And so that probably the implementers of whatever recommendation that was on the report would agree and probably make you retire peacefully and for lack of a better expression, diligently, and so that you would go home with whatever that you would have to go home with. And then we can move. The Judicial Service cannot come to a halt because the Chief Justice is taking us to court. No. If I were the president by now, there would be a new Chief Justice in place. I think that we need to move on as a nation. And let us also agree that if we have been able to pin holes in Article 146, then if we are calling for an amendment, we call for an amendment. Let us have a national dialogue on it. Let us discuss if we would have to make it more rigid, then we'll make it more rigid. And then we look at the procedures that are involved. But as it stands, no single clause in that article was breached.
Okay.
And I had stated before, even if any was ever breached, she was the one that breached one when she went to hold a press conference.
Okay.